XRP, we start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update. First of all, if you refer to our analysis in my last video when the price was within this move, we mentioned we expect the price to drop. That's why I mentioned we are not going to look for buy. And this is what we get. And right now, we want to see what's the next. Okay. First of all, we move to higher time frame. We start with daily chart. The only thing is what we mentioned, we can expect the price to give us a consolidation for longer term. That means the price can consolidate here before we get the reversal. This is what we need to know, because that's why I mentioned whoever get the trade based on 1 hour chart, they have to start to manage it. And the second option we mentioned, if this one turn to a flat for one more drop, we mentioned the only way times we are not looking for the flat, we have to see the deeper correction here, that it can confirm it giving us a correction, not the reversal, that we can look for continuation. Then that's mean right now we need to be conform about we need to know about this flat. That means if he wants to look for buy, we should know may this one retest the previous low. Okay, but as I mentioned, we want to see the continuation. That means we want to look for buy. In this case, we move to 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. As what we expected, the price drop, but there was no really, I mean, we didn't have really sell good trade to look for sell. And if this one turned to deeper about as a corrective is good for us, we can look for continuation. How deep it, because what I get here is still we can expect to give us one more drop. That means we can look for sell as a short term. But if we get the sell, this is what we're looking for, 0.85 and 0.8, 85 cent and 80. This is the zones I'm looking for the price to drop. Then from there, any reversal we can look for buy. It doesn't mean the price cannot continue from here. It can, but how deep it can go, if we put the percentage based on this, we can expect the price to drop to 85 and 80 cents. But how we can look for trade? Shall we look for buy or sell? Still we're looking for buy, but let the price drop one more. At least we get one more drop somewhere to this zone. Then from there, any reversal we can look for buy. Why? Because if the price drops some more, it become deeper, I can get better trade setup to look for buy rather than the price reverse from here. If the price reverse from here, how we can look for buy? Can we get any good trade setup within this range? Maybe if we trade based on 15 minutes. That's me based on 1 hour chart, the only way to have entry above this. Having entry above the top is an option in case the price sharply reverse, but it's really risky. It depends on the traders. That's why if this one turns to a deeper move, then any reversal from there we can look for buy. And this is the zone I'm looking for, 85 and 80 cent. Then whoever wants to look for sell, this is where they can look for take profit. It doesn't, I mean, the price can drop some move. This is where they have to start to manage. How deep it can go, we cannot confirm. It depends on the sharpness if the price is going to drop. But we can look at this one as a where we can expect to start to manage. Okay. Anyway, we are more interested to look for buy, and we prefer this one turn to a deeper, at least drop to somewhere around 85 and 80 cent. Then any reversal from there, we look for buy. And if we get any buy, this is the first target we're looking for, 1.17 with the breakout of the stop. Okay. In this case, this is how we can look at the chart. This means right now we don't have any trade setup for buy or sell. And still we can put this one as a flat for one more drop. In this case, if I move to 15-minute chart, can we consider this one as the start of the up move? How we can look for trade buying here? If traders, they want to look for buy, they should put their stop loss within this one move. How about if the price give up, one move up, drop? Why? We can look for flat. It's not a really good idea, but it doesn't mean we cannot look for buy, but it doesn't give us a trade setup to look for. That's why for me, I prefer this one, give me one more up, one move similar to what I have here. If it gives me a drop, I will look for divergence. Even based on 15 minutes, after that, I can look for divergence. Any reversal from there, I can look for buying. This is the best if we can get. I say if. It doesn't mean it have to. All right. Anyway, if I move to 1 hour chart, if we want to look for buy, based on what we have right now, we don't have any trade setup to look for. The only way is having entry above this, either above here at 1.06 or above here. It's very close to each other, then we can prefer to put above the stop. In case the price sharply reverse continue from here. If the price drop, we can, because we're looking for this flat for one more drop. And even if we want to look for sell as a short-term sell, because as I mentioned, we don't have any trade setup, we can have entry below this, which we are not looking for. We are looking for buy. We don't have any trade setup. Having entry above this can be an option, but we should know we want to have entry in case the price sharply reverse from here. And we want the price to break and continue. If the price tag we see is not moving within the first or second hours, we take the trade. We take out the trade. Okay, but if the price reverses as a corrective, we are not going to look for buy by having entry above the top. But if this one give us one more drop, we confirm with this flat, then this entry is not valid anymore. And the best thing is we want to see one more drop. Then from there we look for reversal. All right. This is how we can look for trade because we don't have any trade set up. We want this one turn to a deeper move before we get the reversal. We cannot buy right now. How about if this is the start of the down move? How about if we have this flat? Okay. That's why right now we put all the different possibility, and between all these options we're looking for buy. Before we take the buy, we want this one turn to a deeper move, at least drop to this zone. In case the price reverse from here, we put our entry above this, and this is the target we're looking for. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup yet. This is what that we're looking for, this correction. If we get any trade setup for buy, we will take the trade. In case the price sharply reverse, I put my entry above this, and I mentioned how we can look for trade. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.